Hello students, today we will discuss on Model 2 differential equation of higher order. As we know what is a differential equations. Differential equation is a linear if dependent variable and its derivatives are in the first degree. Its derivatives are of first degree. The differential equation is linear if dependent variable and its derivative are in a first degree. Means d raised to n y divided by dx raised to n plus a1 d raised to n minus 1 y divided by dx raised to n minus 1 plus a2 dn minus 2 y divided by dx n minus 2 so on is equal to pi of x. This is a independent variable of its derivative of first degree. The highest order degree is n, that is having the degree 1, and dependent variable is a y, that is having the derivative. This we call it as a differential equation. This we have to write in terms of d. D means capital D, we have to denote it as d by dx. D square we have to indicate with d square divided by dx square. D raised to n is equal to d raised to n divided by dx raised to n. Like this we have to indicate this standard dy by dx term. Means this only d raised to n divided by dx raised to n. We have to indicate with the capital D raised to n. Y we have to write as it is. Plus a1 is a constant d n minus 1 y plus a2 d raised to n minus 2 y so on is equal to pi of x. This y is a common from all the elements. Take a outside and write only the d terms with the constants. That is a2 d raised to n minus 2 y is equal to pi of x. This term we have to indicate with the f of d into y is equal to pi of x. And a1, here nothing is there means we have to consider a0 here. a0, a1, a2, these all are the constants. And f of d y is equal to pi of x. If pi of x is equal to 0 means the RHS is a 0, the given equation is homogeneous. The given equation is homogeneous. If pi of x is not equal to 0 means this pi of x is containing the exponential term, trigonometric term, algebraic term, any term which is containing that we have to call it as a non-homogeneous equations. Now we have to study the differential equation of higher order in two parts. First one we have to solve with the homogeneous. Second part we have to solve with the non-homogeneous equations. If in a homogeneous equations means the RHS part, the pi of x part become a 0. That you have to remember. If the RHS of this part is a 0, then our solution we have to write in a directly y is equal to yc. This c indicates the complementary function. If RHS is not equal to 0, that time y become yc plus yp. Means the complementary function with the particular integral we have to find with the non-homogeneous equations. This is a basic part of differential equations. Now we have to take a standard form of this. Now first we have to see how to find a complementary function yc. This we have to apply when our function means our equation f of dy is equal to 0. Means the pi of x equal to 0. The RHS part is 0. Then only we have to find a complementary function. If this f of d we have to consider as a d square plus a1d plus a2 is equal to 0. Means the f of d terms which containing a d, that is in a quadratic equation. It may be a cubic equation or a biquadratic equation. We have to consider d square plus a1 d plus a2 is equal to 0. After simplifying the quadratic equation, we get the roots. In a quadratic equation, we have to get the two roots. Before that, the f of d term we have to convert in the form of auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation means d you have to replace it as a m. Now m square plus a1m plus a2 is equal to 0. After simplifying the quadratic equation, the roots become m1 and m2. It may be the roots. These m1 and m2, we have three cases for this. Case 1, roots are distinct. Distinct means different. The roots are different. That time we have to write yc is equal to c1 e to the power m1x plus c2 e to the power m2x. The roots are different. That time it may be a plus or minus. That we have to write these roots in a power of that exponential terms. Example 1, 2. yc we have to write c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to 2x. If roots are minus 1, 3. That time yc we have to write e to the power minus x, c2 e to the power 3x. It may be another one, the cubic equation c3 e to the power 4x. Like this you have to write the complementary function. Second case. The second case is the roots are same. The roots are same. Means m1 is equal to m2. That we have to consider as a m. That time yc we have to write it as a c1 plus c2x e to the power mx. Means in the example the roots are 3, 3. That time yc we have to write c1 plus c2x e to the power 3x. Like this you have to write. In a quadratic equation we get only the two roots. If the cubic equation by quadratic equation, this we have to write in the terms of c1 c2x plus c3x square, so on with the e to the power mx you have to write. This is for the when the roots are same. If the roots are different, the roots are different. The case 3, the roots are complex form. The roots are complex. Complex, the name will tell that is in the form of P plus or minus Qi. Means here you have to write our Yc in the form of e to the power Px C1 cos Qx plus C2 sin Qx. Means the real part you have to write it in the power of exponential. Imaginary part you have to write in the terms of C1 cos Qx plus C2 sin Qx. Like this you have to write the complementary function. If this we have to apply when our pi of x, the RHS part is become a 0. Then only the complementary function become our the general solution. Now we have to take the examples of roots and we have to write the complementary functions of this. If 2, 3 the roots are in the quadratic form, 2 and 3 are the different. That time we have to write C1 e to the power 2x plus C2 e to the power 3x. Now, second one. 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2. All the roots are in the different because plus minus are there. That's why C1 e to the power x plus C2 e to the power minus x plus C3 e to the power 2x plus C4 e to the power minus 2x. This is a biquadratic equation. Then we get the 4 roots. Now, third one. The roots are same. C1 plus C2x e to the power 3x. Because 3 both are the same roots. Now, 0, minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. These 3 roots are the same and 0 is a different root. That time, you have to write 1 differently because 0 is a different from minus 2 plus C2 plus C3x plus C4x square with e to the power minus 2x. Like this you have to write because minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. 3 roots are there. Those are the same. Next, here plus or minus 2i. Our condition is p plus qi. Yes, here p become a 0. Then only we have to get the p term is not there here. That's why if you write e to the power 0x. E to the power 0 is a 1. C1 cos 2x plus C2 sin 2x. Like this you have to write. Here this is a complex root. E to the power 3x C1 cos 2x plus C2 sin 2x. This is a complex root. Now, the seventh one. 1 minus 1. These two roots are the same and this is a complex root. First we have to write this 1 and 1. C1 plus C2x e to the power x plus the combination of this with the complex root. That we have to write e to the power x. C2 we have to continue the constants. C3 cos x because q is a 1 here plus C4 sin x. Now 1 plus or minus 2i, 1 plus or minus 2i. Here two complex roots are same. That time p is the same from both the terms. That you have to write like this. P is the same for both the terms. And q you have to write in the form of C1 plus C2x cos 2x plus C3 plus C4x sin 2x. Means the complex roots are same. That time you have to write C1 plus C2x cos 2x plus C3 plus C4x sin 2x. Like this you have to write the roots in a complementary function.